Ooh, my Panthers got a quarterback, and now I can finally take an exhale and get ready for the draft. Because now I care about the first round. I care about pick number 8. I care what we do that first night. Because I wasn't worried. I was too worried to even put thought into it. But now I get to get ready for the rest of this offseason, get to get you prepared for the draft. Hit that subscribe button. It's nickel and dime.
But I feel like you've been feeling that in your bones.
It is exactly my feelings right now. I'm a Sam Darnold fan until further notice.
I mean, that's how it's gotta be. Don't you love how like you can completely hate a prospect or a player, and then all of a sudden he's on your team, and like you just start immediate 180. You start seeing it in like a whole different light.
I looked at jerseys the other day. Like I'm ready.
No, slow down there, champ. Slow down.
I know.
Nah, it was crazy. I kind of feel the same way, man, because like I had to ask the question now about Brady. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh man, like should I get a Brady jersey?
Yeah,
but to my credit, though, Drew, to my credit, I was only asking this question after we won the Super Bowl.
That's fair.
Because like I wasn't gonna be that guy who like got a Brady jersey as soon as he got to Tampa. He had to prove something to me. You know what I mean? And he did. But then, like, go ahead.
He's a better. He's the savior for my fandom right now. So I'm pumped about it.
Yeah. No, I like honestly, I would be too, because I really feel like Darnold is about to get a fair shake, man. Like he hasn't had that opportunity. The Jets. I mean, I think any fan base out there knows that the Jets they've been a dumpster fire for years, like before they drafted him, and like they never got any better. So you got the richest owner in the league, man. You got the richest owner in the league. They should be able to spend some money. They taking a different approach. I really like what the Panthers are doing.
Money.
I do.
Money.
Yeah,
I'm excited. You see the smile on my face? I'm excited.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you.
On the draft, he back in.
I was like I was the only thing getting me through was your mock draft in this show.
Right.
That was the only thing, because I was gonna watch all these prospects that I really wanted go to other teams, and now I get to actually see who the Panthers go with, because we got so many options, and I'm so excited.
You do,
and
you do, and oh man, and not like I've been trying to piece together mock drafts. It's starting to come together a little bit, Drew, but like. I'm not gonna lie to you, and I'm gonna look straight into the camera when I say this. The Panthers are going to get an elite prospect. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? And I don't want that to happen. Do you see this? You see this up here? I don't want
this isn't happy news that he's
I don't want that to happen. Yeah, nah. Like Drew, I'm dead serious, bro. I really think y'all are gonna get an elite prospect, and like dark horse candidate. I think y'all could even trade back 3 or 4 picks and still get an elite prospect
and gain back some of those picks that we had to give up for Darnold.
And it's just a basically a consequence of the draft being so quarterback heavy at the top. That's all it is.
People are going to be
so everybody's going to benefit,
scratching and clawing to get those picks.
Yep, and they better hit, because you already know what happens if they don't hit, Drew.
Oh, people's jobs are on the line.
Yeah. Yep. What we got right into it. What we got for the folks this week? What we got for them, Drew?
It's been a little bit since we met up and talked football through fellowship. So let's catch up on some housekeeping notes real quick. Your boy Tampa Tom had a little minor surgery on his knee. The Bucs GM said he's progressing. So nothing to worry about there.
Well. Yeah, no, it doesn't. I don't think it ever was, but we knew this was coming, and now it's here. So, you know, just an old thing for old Tommy.
He's just old. Got to get a tune-up every now and then. Chargers having some financial trouble. Could be sold. What do you think about that?
Yo, his sister aired him out like in the courts, like knowing it was going to go public. So I don't know. And then apparently Dean Spanos was like, it's not happening. Like, he was adamant about it. So
I'll go down with the ship.
We'll see. I mean, honestly, are you surprised, Drew? Because every time you see a Charger game, everybody else's fans are there. I mean, it's almost with 100% accuracy.
I feel like when they moved to LA, all the it just so happened that the Rams went on that run, so the Chargers were the odd team out. If you were in LA and you were new to football and you were picking your team, of course you went with the Rams. You know what I mean? The young coach, the flashy quarterback at the time.
Now still got one now. It's about to be a whole different Matt Stafford.
I'm excited, man. I'm excited for that offense. Yeah. That's going to be great.
But I mean, you make a great point though, because I would have chosen the Rams too, and now it's almost like, I mean, to the Chargers' credit, they're in this turmoil, but they got a quarterback. They got a guy. So
they got a
that
guy.
Can put some butts in the seats. They got a guy.
I think I had to come to terms that Justin Herbert was my favorite young quarterback in the league right now. I love watching the kid play, man.
Yeah. I wish that I would have really seen him come of age in a game that wasn't against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But we won, so it's fine. You know, it's fine. But no, he's probably my favorite I like him better than I like Joe Burrow. To be honest with you.
Me too.
Yeah. So, unless we'll see what Joey does when he comes back. But, I really love Herbert, man.
Yeah, dude. A wide receiver that I don't like to speak of, T.Y. Hilton, re-signs with the Colts. Took less money to play with old Carson Wentz.
Yeah, it's a good situation for him. I think I was a little bit surprised. I thought he would get more money on the open market, but a familiar situation for him. So. You asked me about Cam Newton a couple weeks back. You picking up T.Y. Hilton this year?
No. I'm not ever gonna pick that guy up again. I don't care what kind of season he has. I'm done with that dude. He killed me last year.
I figured you might say that.
No, he is dead to me. And I hope him and Carson Wentz crash and burn in Indy. How about that?
Oh.
How about that? The competition committee has relaxed the jersey number rules, so players can wear, possibly an old number. But it's looking like a lot of these players are making a stand, and they're like, "Well, my fans have already bought my jersey. That'd kind of be disrespectful to change the number."
I agree. Yeah, I agree. And then I did also see like a lot of players were active on Twitter that day, you know what I mean? Like talking about going back to single numbers. A lot of them were single numbers or maybe a number change. But I'm kind of I'm a John Everyman here. I agree with the players that are kind of sticking with their own jersey numbers.
I mean, jerseys are expensive.
They're expensive. And it's not like, I wish that the NFL in certain situations did like a swap or a credit, you know what I'm saying? Like, for players that like aren't there very long or whatever it is, there are some extenuating circumstances, but like it would be great if the player decides to change his number that
you could switch it out.
They did like a jersey swap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can send it back in, get another number,
That's
just me.
That'd be cool.
What was you about to say,
I'm still rocking my number 19 Keyshawn Johnson jersey that he played 1 year. He retired a Panther, though. He retired Panther.
He did. But where did he wear that bowl ring, though?
Yeah. He might have been your first, but he was our last.
Good point, Drew. Good point.
That's all I
can't
had.
really say anything to that.
That's all I had. There. The Baltimore Ravens finally get a wide receiver? ? They get Sammy Watkins. We'll see if he can stay healthy. I think that'd be pretty good. He's a big possession receiver that could do some wonders for that offense if he can stay on the field.
Yeah, that's true. He does have to stay on the field. He's been I mean, he's been Sammy Watkins, but
Yeah.
Drew, I think it's a home run as far as the fit for them. I mean, Sammy Watkins is a possession receiver. They need somebody to possess the ball in crunch time. I mean,
Catch the ball.
Sammy Watkins, yes, I believe maybe a dark horse fantasy play, but if he stays healthy, could get volume this year because they need those types of receptions. They really do. So if it hits, this might be we might look back on this right here and say it might be one of the best free agent finds of the 2021 season. In my opinion.
Okay. I like that. I like that stamp of approval there.
Yep.
Sanu going back to the 49ers and another wide receiver move. We'll see if they use him.
Yeah, I think.
Know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
I looked over at you at the same time, and we both was making the same face. Like, yeah. I mean, because Drew, he hasn't done it. Like Sanu has been. The last time he was that dude, he was with Julio, and
yeah.
I mean, you should be benefiting if a superstar is on the other side of you. I mean, that's how Sanu is looked at right now. So, like, make some noise, make me have a different face, Mohamed Sanu.
Well, Giants make another splash. They sign defensive tackle Danny Shelton.
Okay.
Still beefing up that offseason.
Yeah, it's another one that, I mean, I remember when, man, I'm glad this didn't turn out, but I remember when Danny Shelton came out, he was billed as this, like, hole plugger, Haloti Ngata type, everything. And then, like, to be honest, this is why, like, when Vita Vea was our first pick, I was like, man, I hope he's not another Danny Shelton. Clearly, he's not another Danny Shelton, but that Danny Shelton is what they want that guy to be, and I don't think he's going to be that, but he could be a good signing, so we'll see what happens.
All right. Minnesota beefing up their secondary, signed cornerback Alexander and safety Xavier Woods.
Okay. All right. Solid. They won't play for Mike Zimmer. Yeah. Won't play for Zimmer.
That'd be fun. If you're a defensive guy, that's where.
Yeah. That's what I think. I mean, that's, it's got to play out. All these signings have to play out
because they signed Peterson too, right?
They did sign Pat P. Yeah, they did sign Pat P.
That defense is looking. Ooh.
Right. They're doing it with some free agents, and that's what I say. Like, the defense was a little down last year, and Drew, you know what it was though, is because they had a lot of, like, Cam Dantzler went there. Like, they had a lot of young and rookie talent. Now they're supplanting that talent with more vet talent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now everybody's there. Maybe Zimmer could get those guys to really preach what his defense is supposed to be, and maybe you'll see Minnesota make a jump. However, Drew, as long as Kirk Cousins is at their quarterback position, I don't know what they're going to do, bro. Like, so do what you want, Mike Zimmer. Do what you want, but,
Stay tuned, because Kirko Cousins is in the final four of our quarterback with the most punchable face. We got the final four for you later on, so stay tuned for that.
Fight night, baby.
Yeah. Malcolm Butler signing with Arizona. Another defensive vet going to the desert.
Yeah. I like that signing. Arizona's another sneaky team that's been making a lot of moves, Drew. Like, they've I really kind of like what they're doing. Like, I'm curious to see how they add talent in the draft. So I'm watching Arizona in the draft.
If they draft well, the West is going to be even wilder than it was last year.
Yeah. That whole division is saucy. And then we still got to figure out what's going on with Russ, man. Like, what is, and then, like, I thought, go ahead.
You mean his farewell tour in Seattle this year?
Apparently, man. And, like, I thought it died down. I thought, like, it was hot and heavy there for a minute, and then it was a couple weeks, some other stuff was going on, and then, like, all of a sudden it was Monday, and people were like, well, what's going on with Russ, man? He still wants out. And I was like, damn, they,
Yeah.
I don't know. So we'll see.
Well, they did lock up his weapon, Lockett, to a 4-year extension. So they did at least sign him up.
Yeah. And of course, like, like I know, Lockett deserves everything he gets. That dude's a baller, so sign him up.
He's a magician with some of
Another reason for... Yeah. Another reason for us to go back, though,
Yeah. He is cut. That comfort level's got to be there. Chiefs signed center Austin Blythe from the Rams. Paying attention to that line. Maybe not the position that you think they need to zero in on. But, hey, they're getting there.
Well, like you just said, they lost their center. Had to replace him. I don't know that it's an upgrade. You know what I'm saying? Like,
lateral move at best.
It's an Andy Reid. Right, yeah. And it's an Andy Reid offense. So, like, they're not going to sign somebody who's going to be a slouch, I don't think. Like, he doesn't really whiff on free agents like that. He might not use them, but, like, he doesn't whiff on them. You know what I mean?
Talking about McCoy?
Talking about McCoy, talking about Le'Veon Bell, talking about...
Oh, yeah, dude. That still blows my mind.
Sammy Watkins.
My man did not play.
Did not play. He had a DNP, baby.
Oh, no.
He had a DNP in the Super Bowl, right? Like,
yeah.
He got a ring, though.
He still had.
Or no, he don't. No. He didn't. They win it. They win it. We won it. What am I talking about?
Hey, if you're willing to give up the championship, that's fine. You heard it here, Bucs.
Nah, we not doing that.
Your super fan just gave up the title.
Nah.
A couple veteran quarterbacks, backups have found new homes. Colt McCoy in Arizona and Chase Daniel in L.A. with the Chargers.
Okay. Yeah. Chase, I like Chase Daniel, man. And keep getting them checks, man. Just keep cashing the checks, man. Keep cashing them.
Yep.
Oh, quick, man. It, like, we all know, like, just a quick side note, Drew, but, like, I ran upon, like, a YouTube video of a NFL check. Like, it was a check from, like, 2004 or whatever, but it was a Tampa Bay Buccaneers check. So, of course, like, my algorithms, it showed me, right? It's 2004. This player, okay, so we all know about, like, the tax brackets and, like, you know, if you're in the highest tax bracket, like 35%, whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
So this player, his year-to-date pay was like $1.5 million on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Like, it was $1.5 million. Now, that's year-to-date, Drew.
Yeah.
His game check, it was a pay period of a week. His game check was, the gross pay was just over, it was like $270,000, like $155. A check. Like, most people have not seen this kind of check, right? Most people have not. I haven't. It's a huge check. Now, this, right, me neither. But this is what happens. So, like, they start breaking it down. That's what, it's like a 7-minute video or whatever. They start breaking it down. Off the top, Drew, off the top. Like, we hear about the federal government taking half off the top. His gross pay was $270. The net amount that he got paid, 170 G's. They took 93 G's, dog, off the top. Off the top. He didn't even see it.
Ow.
I mean.
Ow.
Right? And when you, and like, it's crazy, but like, when we out here making small checks, you know, it's not that much, but like, you really see the hit from that type of money before you don't even get to touch it. And it's not like it's not like it was going to state taxes. It's not like it was going to retirement. It's not like it was the federal government said, that is mine. Let me get that about you. Like,
God.
So it shocked me so much that I had to bring it on the show and had to discuss this with my homie.
That tidbit. We just got a couple more housekeeping notes for you. Eddie George named the head coach at Tennessee State.
Oh. Yeah,
look at that guy. Yeah. He's probably bringing in Fisher, his old coach, to be on the staff too.
Yeah, I saw already today that he reached out to Hugh Jackson to be his offensive coordinator. I don't know if Hugh accepted, but like that kind of star power at a small school, yeah, they gonna ride. They gonna ride. So I like the move. And I will just another quick thing I will say, it looks like that, I don't know what the trend is, but these black athletes who want to be coaches, instead of going the huge, 4-year route with some of these big schools, they're going to smaller schools if that's where they're getting their shot, because these guys are willing to give them their shot to be a head guy.
Yeah.
And we'll see how it works out, man. I think this might be a trend that may continue. So
I'm looking forward to it. I hope so.
Yeah.
Browns are in talks with Jadeveon Clowney. Can you imagine Clowney on one side and Garrett on the other? Oh.
every time he signs with somebody, I'm like, yep, it's about to be his best year ever. And this year, if he signs with the Browns with Myles Garrett on the other side, I really think that could be true. I really think that could be true. And I love Jadeveon Clowney, Drew. I love him.
Yeah. Yeah. I hope that knee holds up, man. That's all. Hope that knee holds up.
True. Yeah, good call. Good call.
Patriots have terminated Edelman's contract. Rumor is that it's part of his retirement.
We'll see. That apparently that knee is banged up, but there was some rumors out that his camp actually put those rumors out there because he wanted to get a release. So
if he goes to Tampa,
just talking about.
I'm not no,
right. We was just talking.
No.
We was just talking about this in the group chat, and I will say this, like right here live on the show, I don't think it's gonna happen because we don't need Julian Edelman.
No,
like we don't need him. We don't need him.
He can just catch a ring on the sideline. Like, get out of here.
I mean, like, maybe if they don't sign Antonio Brown, but like I think he's the favorite to still come back at some point.
I would take Brown.
If he does not, if he makes too much noise, then Tyler Johnson elevated. Maybe we sign Julian Edelman, and they don't have a lot. Apparently, they just signed Gio Bernard too. I didn't even know that. Like, I didn't even know that. That just
Bucs signed Gio Bernard.
So
that was gonna be my last thing.
Bro. It's I'm sorry.
You stole it from me, man.
God damn it!
You knew I was a fan.
But
I'm actually quite pissed that y'all got him. To be honest with you.
Well, it's people signing the vet minimums. Like that's all it is because they know what's about to happen down in Tampa. It's going to be a playoff berth at least. So if you want to get in the playoffs and have a shot, sign for the vet minimum. Like especially if you already made your money.
I mean, good for him. You know, he's never played for anything in Cincinnati. You know what I mean? So,
yep.
I mean, good for him. He'll always have a place in my heart for what he did to NC State on that punt return.
Oh, yeah. If you don't know, look it up. But like that game was highly contested, and oh boy, yeah, that play broke State's hearts.
Yeah,
yep, it broke their hearts. And if personally, Drew, I think you can attest to this. If you know any State fans, to watch their heart break is just
the greatest. It's one of the greatest joys.
Oh my God, yeah, it's good, and they've had a lot of it, so you get to see it a lot.
Which is great.
But sorry,
it's
State
like
fans.
Whenever they play Carolina or Duke, and it's looking close, and then Carolina or Duke pulls it out, you can see the State fan go from like Mr. Rogers putting on his different jacket when he comes in the house. You can see them switching over from this is our year to maybe next year. You know, maybe.
Yeah. You're right. It's great, man. It's great.
Real quick, if this is it for Edelman, what a career he turned out. No scholarship, Kent State quarterback. He had one reception for 11 yards as a wide receiver in college. No combine invite, went in the 7th round, and went on to become a 3-time Super Bowl champion and a Super Bowl MVP. So can't discount. I don't know if he's Hall of Fame worthy, but he did have a fantastic career.
Yeah, he did. And I mean that's just an athlete, man. That dude's just an athlete. Like to do all of that with no, scholarships, undrafted. Did you say undrafted?
Yeah. Or no, he went 7th round.
Oh, I mean, well.
So basically undrafted.
Basically, yeah. So
he had to fight for that spot.
Exactly. He was that guy, man. Good stuff, man. Good stuff.
Well, let's hop aboard the old quarterback carousel. It hasn't been as fast paced as it has been earlier in the offseason, but we still got a couple things. 49ers trade up for the 3rd overall pick in the draft. Who are they taking?
Man, I we talked about this before. Like, I think it's right now. If I had to say it's for Mac Jones, I hate to give it away. I think it's for Mac Jones, but I don't know, man. They're doing. Everybody is kind of all over the place with this, Drew, and Trey Lance. I thought it was Jones or Lance. And now, like, it could be Fields. Like, I don't know. They're doing a good job of throwing people off.
Yeah. Well, we haven't had a your team update in a while. So I reached out to our buddy Miles Johnson, just a rabid 49ers fan. Like, my man is just the definition of a super fan. He loves his 49ers. So this is his take on why the 49ers should take Trey Lance.
Hello, everyone. I'm Miles Johnson, and I'm here to tell you why I think the San Francisco 49ers should select Trey Lance, number 3 overall. Basically, he comes from North Dakota State University. They always do their own pre-snap reads. They go under center, and they also do full downfield reads in their offense. They also utilize a fullback and do play action, just like what Kyle Shanahan loves to do. That perfectly screams it. The 49ers in their system. Basically, you want to make sure that he will be NFL ready day one. I think he is, but he could also sit behind Jimmy Garoppolo a year, just like the Kansas City Chiefs did with Alex Smith and Patrick Mahomes. He is a dual threat quarterback with his legs and his arm. He is very dangerous. In his first full season, he threw 28 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. I think he will be the guy that they pick at number 3 overall, but there's also some good choices out there with Justin Fields, possibly Zach Wilson. Jets might end up picking him. Mac Jones could be the guy, but I think that's a big smoke screen, like what they did with Keenan Williams and Nick Bosa. So we'll see. It's going to be a very intriguing pick. That who knows, they could end up still trading up to number 2 for Zach Wilson. Only time will tell. But he's a high character. But Trey Lance is a high character, high profile kind of guy. He's a film study guy, and I think he's just going to be a great ball player, no matter who gets him.
I mean, I don't think he could have better. He made the case, Drew.
He did.
He made his case. Yeah.
Playing with the fullback and the play action, you know what I mean? 49ers do love that. That's very, very good point.
Yeah. I mean, which is why he would have use check there. And that's the crazy thing about Lance is, I think where there's smoke, there's fire. They went to his pro day, they're going to his pro day, and maybe they're doing a good job of throwing everybody off with this Mac Jones stuff. Yeah. But if you look at the history of a Shanahan quarterback, it does look more like a Trey Lance, Justin Fields. So I think that's why people are like, I don't know, man. They might be throwing us off, and they're doing a good job. They're doing a good job, because I don't know. So maybe it's Trey Lance, and if so, let's go. Let's see the dude work. Drew, man. So like I gotta ask, bro. Like, what do you really think happens with Jimmy G if they do select the Trey Lance?
That's a very good question. I think you keep him. You know, why not? You know, if you don't have to throw that kid in immediately, why do it? I feel like so many teams destroy prospects because they're thrown into the fire way too soon. You know what I mean? Like, imagine maybe Aaron Rodgers isn't as good as he is because he had to play year 1 and wasn't ready for it. You know, so keep Jimmy G. Let the kid progress. And then maybe if he's ready to go mid-season, then you look at a team that maybe had a quarterback get hurt, or maybe the team that didn't have a backup plan in place for a quarterback that's not really playing that well. And then I think you can maximize your return for Jimmy G from a team in need, as opposed to doing it now when teams are kind of in draft panic mode.
True. And I think you're right. Like, maybe they do get more. But I would definitely want to see, because right now, once the schedule drops and they know what their first 3, maybe 4 games are going to be, or at least what it's like up until the trade deadline, and then maybe they can plan it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you would maybe run through the scenarios, and you know they got guys for that. I think that would be. I think it's more wise to keep them than it is to just trade them away before you really you don't want to put the pressure on that guy if he's
when
not
you don't
ready.
have to. When you don't have to,
there's
absolutely no need for it.
Yep. So I think you hit the nail right on the head, man. Good take.
I love that old Ron Rivera said we're going to have a good old-fashioned quarterback competition. This is probably exactly what Ryan Fitzpatrick did not want to hear. So, I mean, do they draft a quarterback? Is it Fitzpatrick versus Heineke versus Kyle Allen? You know, like what's this gonna turn into?
I think, I mean, it's Ryan Fitzpatrick's job to lose unless they draft a quarterback. But you want to know the crazy thing is, like, normally when you hear we're going to have a quarterback competition, it's not a quarterback competition. Coming from Ron Rivera, I think it really is going to be a quarterback competition. You know,
he means it. He doesn't misuse words. You know what I mean? When he speaks, he has purpose behind what he's saying.
Yeah, Ron is a straight shooter. Like, Ron is a straight shooter. So I feel bad for Ryan if he was sold a dream before he signed on the dotted line.
I hope he walked in day one and he's like, Mr. Rivera, thank you for the job. I appreciate it. And he's like, job? Who said anything about a job? Yep. You got to play for that job.
Yeah, he wasn't. I know it. He wasn't trying to hear that. He wasn't trying to hear it.
Nah.
I'm just gonna go ahead and call him that.
Well, we talked about it a little bit up top, but Sammy Darnold coming to Carolina, and we didn't have to give up any first round picks for him. Kind of pumped about that.
Yeah. How you are you feeling a little bit better about the 2 though?
Yeah, I'm good with that. I'm good with the second round.
Okay,
pick. That's
okay.
Fine.
All right,
because it's much better than giving up our first round pick next year. Which,
True.
if we would have gotten Stafford or somebody, we probably would have given up more than that. So
yeah, I feel like whenever a first round pick is involved, at least half of your fan base is salty. But if it's a 2, everybody's like,
we can get over it.
You know,
we can get over it.
Right. Yeah.
No, I think we haven't seen him even crack the top of his potential here. So I think he's in a new scheme. I think he's got some coaches that are going to develop him. I'm ecstatic. It's so funny that I was talking to my buddy Bob. He's actually a Jets fan. And I was like, so Zach Wilson? And he's like, yeah, it's pretty much a done deal. And I was like, I was agreeing with him. And he's like, would you take Sam Darnold to Carolina? And I was like, in a heartbeat. And then 2 days later, we traded for him. And I had to text Bob, and I was like, you've got to be kidding me. I feel like I wished
into existence, man.
Yeah, man. But I'm pumped about it. I can, like I said, I can finally relax and enjoy the draft.
It's just like, I imagine it's a weight off your shoulders because y'all aren't going to reach for a quarterback. And then
that's
the people
what
that are, like I said earlier, I mean, it just means that if there's 3 that goes, the top 5 prospects are now on the board for you. If it's 4 that goes, the top 4 prospects are on the board. You know what I'm saying? Or if it's 4 that goes, there's even more. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it just pushes everybody down the line. So
yeah, I'm pumped about
Carolina's going to get a good player now. They still need to do it right. But,
still can mess this up.
You know,
don't get me wrong. I know about that.
You can. Yeah,
I know plenty about that.
I don't think that they will though. I don't think that they will.
Now, if the other second part of this will drop, if we can get rid of Teddy's contract, that'd be. I mean, I heard Tampa Bay might be a lot of money. Heard Tampa Bay might be in the market. So
he gonna have to. You see all the. We was just talking about Tampa not having money and people taking vet minimums. He gonna have to slash that in half.
Yeah.
What you doing? If we sign Teddy, we are bargain bin hopping. Like that's what we doing. He gonna take that $500K and sit on that bench. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Collect them checks from the Panthers because they ain't getting them from us.
Yeah. Carolina's probably gonna have to eat some of that money. It is what it is.
Oh, definitely. All right, so we got another segment back for you guys I think me and Drew both missed it, so we definitely decided to bring it back. But just a couple quick hitters with 3 and out. Let's go. First down, Drew. I'm calling it right now. I'm asking you for your answer. You got me at 3. Maybe give out my third pick, who I think might be the third pick of the draft. So I'm asking you.
Okay.
I'm asking you. What does ATL do at the number 4's pick?
Ooh.
You got to pick a player. Who do you think they're going with, Drew?
I think they're gonna go with Justin Fields. I think they're gonna kick the tires if he's around. I think they're gonna go Justin Fields, and then let him kind of marinate for a year, and then figure out what to do with Matty Ice. I think it's going to be. I think they're going to try to replicate what Kansas City did with Alex Smith and Patty Mahomes.
Yeah, it would be a smart decision. I mean,
why is no one talking about that? Why did no one see that blueprint and be like, "This is exactly what we need to do"?
Well, Drew, it's the blueprint of a forgotten era where a quarterback actually sits for a couple years. You know what I'm saying? Like it has worked. I mean, there's plenty of Hall of Fame quarterbacks that have sat. You know what I'm saying? So maybe they need to start trending back that way. That's all I'll say.
I just don't get it, man. They've put it out there and it worked. What are you doing?
It does. What you got on second down?
Second down, who has a better chance for redemption, Sean, in this upcoming season? Jameis Winston or Teddy Bridgewater?
I think easy answer, man. I gotta go with the boy Jameis. Because I think he has an easier path to start than Teddy Bridgewater looks like he's going to have right now, unless Chicago ponies up, and then I immediately like Teddy Bridgewater to start in Chicago. But yeah, I think Jameis. I think Jameis is a better quarterback than Taysom Hill. I don't think I'm like solving the theory of relativity here. Like,
I mean, they won.
It's Taysom
Hill. They won with him,
right? Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess. I guess, but touche, Drew, touche. But yeah, I think it's Jameis, man. I think it's Jameis to answer your question, man.
Okay. All right. What you got for me on third down?
All right. So, third down, I got what we're going to call the Futures Project. So, Drew, again, back to the draft. Which team drafting a quarterback in the 2021 draft is going to be more set for Super Bowl success after 5 years? Now, taking everything into consideration, the team that's built around them, the QB progression, who do you think is better, the Jags, the Niners, or the Jets?
Ooh.
Or a dark horse fourth team if they pick that fourth QB. Who do you think?
Ooh, I think it's going to be the Jets. I'm going to put some faith in Mr. Saleh. I think he's going to if Zach Wilson turns out to be half the quarterback that these people are telling me he's going to turn into,
right,
and they keep building around that, and they get some playmakers in there, sky's the limit for the Jets, man. I think they do it faster than the Jaguars.
Yeah, and you want to know what's crazy though is like there's a feeling. I think that there's a feeling around the league that Saleh is just gonna get this thing done, man. Like, I mean, have you really seen people that's like, nah, I don't really think it's gonna happen for them? You know what I mean? Like, as soon as he signed up, people are just like, yeah, I think so. And they had the second pick in the draft. You know, they got that. People think because of what he can do and what Zach Wilson, what they project he is going to be, I would not be surprised. They already have some good pieces in place with the left tackle, with the defensive tackle, with Quentin Williams still there. I mean, I could see it.
They also got that second first-round pick, too.
Oh, I forgot about that. But though, like, think about it though. The last time that the Jets got good, it was really quick. It was when they got Rex Ryan, wasn't it? Like they got quick in a hurry. They got good in a hurry. Yeah. So maybe that's just how they do.
Was that Pennington?
Pennington. They had some good years with Pennington too.
No, I'm saying, who was the quarterback when Ryan was there? Was that
Sanchez?
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, Drew, he went to what they go to 2 straight NFC champion or AFC championship games.
Oh man, I somehow have blacked this out.
Right. Yep.
I just think butt fumble.
Went to some championship games. Yeah.
That guy. Oh man.
All right, fourth down, man. Let's kick it off.
All right. Falcons. Fielding calls at 4 too. That's also an option.
We've been tying this in pretty nicely here.
Who should take that move? Denver or New England?
Oh, good question to punt on. Oh man, who should take that? Denver or New England? Denver is at 9, right?
Yes.
I want to say 9.
I think so.
New England's at 14. I think Man, good question. You might have me stumped because like both teams have pieces in position. I'll say New England because with the players they have coming back, with the coaching that I know
They're
is
off
there,
season.
New England, New England should make that jump because I think that they would be able to take advantage of it more with the team that they have in place. So give me the Pats, man. Give me the Pats.
Who they get? You think they move up to 4 and get Mac Jones?
I think they move up to 4 and get Mac Jones or Justin Fields, whichever one's available. I don't think that they take Trey Lance. Trey Lance.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. All right.
Yeah, good question.
Next up, we got Suds' Studs. What position?
Yes.
You know what? We're getting ready for the drafts. Hit me with the two-parter. What 2 positions do you want to talk about? Because next week, everyone make sure you tune back in. We got our big draft preview. Sean's going to reveal his mock draft that I can't wait
Mocked. I'm mocking everybody to you. But just to like definitely make sure you stay tuned for that. I've been working hard on it. And I think it'll be good. Hopefully I go, a whole bunch for a whole bunch. But with this draft, I don't know. True. But so this week, I think we're going to do running backs and we're going to do tackles. So because we got to get to a couple of things, we're just going to do a bunch of quick hitters for you. But we're going to go running backs first. So my top 5 running backs look like this. Number 1, Nadjay Harris, man. It's Nadjay Harris. This dude is huge, Drew. He's 6'2", 230. Like, as a running back, elite athlete. And at that size, his number 1 move is he hurdles people.
Dude,
at
that
size.
Notre Dame player. Oh my God. Woo.
Yeah. He put that man, he made him a ghost. Like he was trying to fly. He's an excellent pass catcher too. And he's still elusive at that size. So like, not only that, but he's also a violent runner. So like my number 1 is Nadjay Harris. Number 2, Drew, we've been watching this dude for 4 years, and every year he gets better and better and better. And I really didn't think he was going to be that his freshman year when they were winning national championships or things like that. Travis Etienne, Clemson. Like, he's my number 2 runner.
Who some people have projected going to the Jets with their second first-round pick. So could you imagine
they need a
bringing
running
in
back.
Zach Wilson and that elite running back? That'd be awesome.
Yep. And Travis Etienne is an all-around run back. He can run, block. He can catch out of the backfield. Like, he can do all of that. And he has great acceleration and breakaway speed. Maybe not so much at the NFL level, but like, how many long runs have you seen that dude have over the last 4 years? A whole bunch. So he might, and that's what we just talked about. He's the most experienced back in this draft playing on that stage. So he's been there, done that. I don't think any game is going to be too big for him, so I expect him to make a quick transition. Number 3, Drew, this is a little close to your heart. Javonte Williams out of North Carolina. Listen, this dude is a tough runner. He is a tough runner. And you want to know, like, Drew, watching his tape, he can run any style you want to run. Mm-hmm. Like, if you want to run tough, he can do that. He's quick enough to go on the outside. He can beat you outside. He doesn't have elite breakaway speed, but whatever you need to do, this dude to do, yeah, he can do. He can catch as well. So I love the way he plays through contact, man. I really do.
It's like he doesn't get going until he gets hit first.
Right. Like it wakes him up almost.
Yeah.
Yeah. So number four, and really it's 4 and 4A, but number 4 is Kenneth Gainwell out of Memphis. Okay. He's going to be the steal of the draft, and I say that because he's probably going to go behind my 4A, but my 4A is Michael Carter.
I love that
North
dude
Carolina.
too.
Again,
yeah.
Michael
so
Carter
sad to see them both go.
Yeah, I really think, to be honest, aside from the top 2, Michael Carter's probably my favorite back in the draft. He's dynamic. He's versatile.
He took over games.
He can run, and he's patient. Like, he is a patient runner, and he's a home run threat. So, like, you ball that up into one running back. Honestly, like, and I don't really make comps like that, but like when I see him, and he has great balance. So I see Alvin Kamara and I see Matt Forte.
I love it.
In Michael Carter. Like, that's what I see in Michael Carter.
Hopefully a healthy Matt Forte.
Right, exactly. But Kenneth Gainwell, I don't want to miss on him. He's a home run threat, and
Memphis just puts out those running backs, man.
They do. He had 2,000 all-purpose yards last year, 2,200, 1,500, almost 1,500 on the ground, 600 catching. So productive. So those are my top 5 running backs.
Love it.
Now,
who's going to be making those spots for him?
Now, I mean, talking about these tackles, they were good scouting, man. I really like big dudes beating the hell out of other big dudes because you don't really get to see it often until the cops stop it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
I mean, we all know the heavyweights are the most fun to watch in the UFC.
They are, because somebody getting knocked out. So my number one, and talking about an elite prospect that the Panthers, honestly, I think have a shot at, Penei Sewell out of Oregon.
It's looking like he might drop.
This dude might be the most violent tackle that I've ever seen play. He plays like he wants to break your spirit. You know what I'm saying? Like he wants to break your will. He is probably one of the most elite athletes that I've seen at the position, and he's quick. Like he's quicker. He looks quicker than a lot of tight ends, to be honest with you. Like those blocking tight ends, he's quicker than those guys. Wow. Like he has great feet. He anchors well. He's the best all-around prospect at the tackle position. I don't want him to go through I don't want him to go to the Panthers. I think sometimes he does rely on athleticism too much because he has that much athleticism. You know what I'm saying?
Matt Rule will get that potential.
And cool. Talking about a technique, I'm gonna get into number 2 is Rashawn Slater out of Northwestern. He's the tactician of the group. He's a big dude. Not quite, maybe about as big as Sewell. I think he's like 304 pounds, but his technique is going to win him a lot of games. Like everybody's going to talk about the Northwestern versus Ohio State game. Drew, he erased Chase Young the year that his last year, and he erased him in that game. Like he didn't have anything. So that's the kind of player Rashawn Slater is. Number 3, my favorite, Tevin Jenkins out of Oklahoma State, man. This dude is a bull in the china shop. Like he's a bull in the china shop. Violent disposition. If you look at his picture, he has the nerdiest glasses that you'll ever see on a very big head. But this dude he's killing it, bro. Like he's killing it. Number 4, Elijah Vera Tucker, out of USC. He's long, athletic, and versatile. And he played 3 spots. He played both guard positions.
That's key.
And the tackle position.
That's
You're right.
Huge.
Right.
That's huge.
So he played 3 positions at a very high level.
Do you hear that, Chiefs?
Even though you
hear that, Kansas City?
You said what? Oh,
you hear that, Kansas City?
They need it. They need it. Nice swing tackle for you. And he has great hands that can erase you if he does get those hands on you. And number 5, people like him. I'm kind of mad on him, but Christian Darrisaw out of Virginia Tech, he's solid. Like he's solid.
You lost me at Virginia Tech.
Right. He's huge. He's long. He's not the greatest athlete, but he's going to be a good pro. I don't think he'll be elite, but I think he'll be a good pro. So Christian Darrisaw is my number 5 out of as far as the tackles are concerned. So there you go, man. Look him up.
I like
Look him up.
Look them up. Do your research for your teams because that draft's coming. Oh, I can't wait to hear your mock draft.
Stay tuned next week. Stay tuned next week, man. We're breaking them down pick by pick, man. It's going to be nice.
I love it. Well, I heard word on the street is you got a new Just the Stats man for me.
All right, Drew. So we have, for Just the Stats this week, we have a comparison of some of the most elite seasons in the NFL. We are going to do 2,000-yard running backs. Ooh. And I'm going to ask you the stats and which one you think had the better season. So, Here we go.
Okay.
Running back number 1. Played all 16 games.
Okay.
392 rushes. 2,008 rushing yards. So just over, right?
Okay.
Had an average yards per carry of 5.1. And the big one, gotta know this for rushers, 21 total touchdowns.
Ooh.
Right?
Okay.
Now, still, again, 25 receptions for 217 yards. And let's see, two passing touchdowns.
Okay.
Right? Okay.
So he had 19 rushing touchdowns?
No, he had 21 rushing touchdowns.
Oh, okay.
So 23 total touchdowns. 23
Gotcha.
Total touchdowns.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Ooh,
So
okay.
that's rusher number 1.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
Now, rusher number 2 played all 16 games.
Okay.
378 rush attempts.
Okay.
2,027 rush yards. Average yards per carry of 5.4 yards.
Ooh. Okay.
Let's see. Had 19 receptions for 114 yards. And let's see. No touchdowns receiving.
How many rushing touchdowns?
Rushing touchdowns, 17.
I gotta go number 1, man. I gotta go running back number 1. Touchdowns speak volumes.
Yeah, and it was a lot. Drew, player number 1 is none other than the man, the myth, the legend, the Hall of Famer, Terrell Davis. Terrell Davis, that's who it was.
That was a good pick.
That was his.
I like that.
Yeah, his 2,000-yard season. Just to kind of, shed some light on it, rusher number 2 was Derrick Henry last year.
So.
It was Derrick Henry last year.
The 2027 stuck out to me. I was like, that's Derrick Henry. That's crazy, man.
Right?
To think of the great year that he had, and then that Davis put up those numbers, man. That's crazy.
Right, exactly. And it's that's why you can't. It's one of the greatest seasons to ever be played. To have a 2,000-yard season as a rusher, and it just goes to show that if we can do an exercise like that, that is going to stand the test of time. You know what I mean? Like, how many years has it been since 1998? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's when he put up those numbers. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, 1998. Yep.
Yeah.
I want to say, let me double check that, but yeah. Yep, 1998.
Was that with the Broncos?
Yep.
Yeah, those were good years, man. That's when I was really getting into being a football fan, man. Where those Green Bay years, and then Elway's last in Denver, and it was good
last
stuff.
Couple, yeah,
man.
Yep.
Well, good. Right. I like that. Sean, it is time for the main event of the evening.
A Final Four,
it's
baby.
The Final Four of the quarterback with the most punchable face.
Let's go. I'm very curious to see,
this week, we've got some fun numbers because I combined the judges' scores with our feedback on our Instagram page. So I averaged the numbers, and you might be surprised with who came out with this one. So
okay. All right, I like it.
All right, our first matchup. The winner of the old man bracket, Big Ben Roethlisberger, versus the winner of our fresh face bracket.
Right.
Mr. Practice Squad, Josh Rosen.
Oh, man. You want to know the crazy thing is, we do this kind of week after week after week, and every time it hits me different. You know what I'm saying? I'm how I feel that day is according to definitely who I'm gonna pick.
No, I love it. You got to go with your gut. You know what I mean? So
right.
Who you going with here? I'm excited.
Man, I think it's time to give old Josh Rosen a rest, man. I gotta punch Ben Roethlisberger in the face. Okay. I gotta go Ben Roethlisberger.
Going Big Ben. I like it. Well, I gotta go with Josh Rosen. So just got that face, man.
Sticks out that much. I don't blame you.
So it goes to the judges, and the judges select with 53% of the vote. Mr. Big Ben Roethlisberger.
Oh!
Big Ben going to the finals, and some might call an upset.
Wow. I didn't know if he was going to make it, man.
He did.
But
53-47. To be honest with you,
damn,
judges
that
had
was
it. Judges had it for Rosen, but Instagram had it more for Big Ben.
Wow. I mean, because the hate is real, man. The hate is real for Big Ben. Everywhere outside of Pittsburgh.
Everywhere. Even some people in Pittsburgh.
True.
Be honest.
True.
Be honest. All right, and our second matchup in the Final Four, who with a trip to the finals on the line, it is Mr. Minnesota Viking, at least for the time being. Kirk Cousins.
Right.
Versus the GOAT, Tampa Tom Brady.
Tampa. Oh man. Well,
is that
3 times
honeymoon
in a
phase
row?
over?
I'm not. Have I? No. 3 times in a row, because of who Tom Brady has faced, I will not be picking Tom Brady. Of course, I'm picking Kirk Cousins over Tom Brady. I want to punch Kirk Cousins right now.
That's fair. And to be honest with you, I want to punch both. I wish I could line them up and just hit them both at the same time.
Just do a double punch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I got to go Tom. I got to go Tom Brady. He's done. He's won enough.
I like it.
Just disappear. All right.
I'm not surprised. It's only because he's on my team.
So we got to go to the judges, and by the
To
narrowest,
the judges.
the
I
narrowest.
like it. I'm glad we went to the judges both times.
Yeah.
Narrow.
The
Narrow.
narrowest. 51-49.
Oh.
Moving on to the finals of the quarterback with the most punchable face, we got Tom Brady.
Damn. Tom, you
People
can't. I'm sorry, man.
hate Kirk Cousins that much that Tom Brady almost did not advance to the tournament I created just for him to win.
I did not, Drew. I did not think about it like that. And that is saying something about Kirk Cousins.
I mean, in a way,
but
he just won the tournament.
It's no wonder I picked him. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yep. We said it last week. There's no losers here. It's okay. Any of these guys can
Everybody
win
wins.
the tournament. Yeah.
So everybody wins.
Next week, that little cherry on top of our pre-draft special. Not only do you get Sean's mock draft of the first round, but you get the finals. Big Ben Roethlisberger versus Tampa Tom Brady in the main event. Who's going home with the trophy? I get there might be a trophy. I don't know. We hadn't decided yet.
Yeah.
Of the quarterback with the most punchable face.
If we do get a trophy, we have to send it to whatever the fan page address is of the quarterback in question. Like, if it's Tom, if it's Ben, I don't even know if that's still a thing. You know what I'm saying?
Great
a fan club, but like,
what a great matchup for the finals here.
It really is a primetime AFC championship matchup of 2013, you know?
Yep.
Really is.
This is the matchup we needed.
I will say that, like, out of the two faces, Big Ben's chubby face could definitely take that a good stick more so than Tom, because Tom his jaw is chiseled. He gonna need to. He got a glass jaw. Tom will have a glass jaw.
He'll get it fixed. It'll be fine. He's got a guy.
He will.
He's got a guy.
He not gonna like it though.
Yeah, you're right.
Ben might like it. You know what he into. Ben, I don't know.
He's got plates. He's got plates in his face too, though, right? That motorcycle accident.
Oh damn, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, you might hit metal.
Yeah, I guess.
Gotta be careful. Do your research.
Yeah, true. Where's it at?
All right, Sudsy, where can they find you at?
Of course, man. You can find me at the Kid Suds on Twitter, at @nickel_dime football on IG, and at @nickel_dime FB on Twitter as well. And of course, check me out on my YouTube, Young Suds the Buck. Man, look me up. Let's talk some Buck stuff. Drew, what about you, bro?
Well, I'm definitely not here for the Buck stuff, but you can find me on Instagram at Laugh with Harrison. All of my content, stand up, sketch, this show, fast food, DrewHarrisonComedy.com. Hit us up.
The whole world.
Hit us up. Like, share, subscribe. We'll see you in next episode.